I'm back with another album review. Today's review is on The Land of Rape and Honey by Ministry. I know that the title of the video says rope in it, but I just don't want to take any risks. Anyways, this is the band's third studio album. It was produced by Al Jorgensen and Paul Barker, even though they dubbed themselves as Hypoluxa and Hermes Pan. The album was released on October 11th, 88 on Sire Records. Rather than sing with the fake English accent, Al decided to sing with his natural accent, albeit with distorted vocals. He would do this a lot going forward. This also marked the turning point for the band when they decided to make the full transition into industrial metal, albeit with some elements of industrial rock. It essentially became the catalyst for various other industrial bands to pop up over the coming years, even though industrial bands have existed before this, with notable examples being KMFDM and Godflesh. Now let's talk about the songs. The intro to this album is Stigmata, which was released as a single in August '88. After hearing the first two albums from the band, you notice that this sounds drastically different compared to what they did before. This is because they completely shedded their synth-pop sound in favor of industrial metal, to which was foreshadowing and bridged the gap between this album and With Sympathy. Back when I reviewed the soundtrack for Atomic Blonde 3 years ago, I said that they got Marilyn Manson to cover the song, and I suggested that they could have just used the original version instead of having a serial abuser cover it. A music video was made. There's a link in the description. The next track is The Missing. About the album cover, Al took a photo of his TV while watching a Holocaust documentary and distorted the image. He claims that Sire Records rejected the cover, and he subsequently traveled to the label's headquarters and threw a severed deer head onto a desk, according to a book from 2013 called Ministry, The Lost Gospels according to Al Jorgensen. After that is Deity. Most of the tracks after this contain various samples. We followed up with Golden Dawn. This track contains samples from The Devils, called The First Aether, and the English translation of The First Enochian Key. That's followed by Destruction. In some ways, I feel like this is meant to be a metaphor for the band abandoning their synth-pop sound. Next up is Hezbollah. This track in particular is actually a bonus track on the CD. It also has samples from Cat Attacka by Feroz. Up next is The Land of Rape and Honey, which is of course the bonus track, which is of course the title track. Now the track contains Sieg Heil, but it's used in an ironic way since the band is anti-fascist. And yet white supremacists claim that the band has supported Nazism. How the fuck are they pro-Nazi when Al Jorgensen himself is from Cuba and not South Carolina? Right after that is You Know What You Are. The samples come from Aliens, Platoon, A Fistful of Dollars, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. The following track is I Prefer. Here's another track that's listed as a bonus track on the CD. The second to last track is Flashback. Here's another track containing samples from Platoon. Although this track wasn't released as a single, it did get a music video. A link is in the description. The outro for this album is Abortive. This track has samples from STS-1. It was also produced by Eddie Echo. When researching this album, I read that it was number 164 on the Billboard 200, meaning that it charted higher than Twitch. It was also received very well from critics, even though Encyclopedia of Popular Music thought it was okay. According to Team Rock, Nine Inch Nails, Fear Factory, Slipknot, and even Linkin Park were directly influenced by this album. It was also featured in the book 1000 Recordings to Hear Before You Die. Now for my thoughts. I think this is a really good album. Like I said earlier, this album really got the ball rolling for future American industrial bands. And even some non-industrial bands such as Slipknot and Linkin Park were influenced by this band. According to The Quietus, Al Jourgensen said that this is his favorite Ministry album. I respect his opinion, even though most fans, including myself, are biased towards Psalm 69. More on that in a future episode. Overall, I highly recommend this album. Now, as part of my question you, have you listened to The Land of Rape and Honey? If so, what do you think about it? What's your favorite song from it? What are your thoughts on the band making the full transition into industrial metal? Now let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to press the notification bell to notify of future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with another review.